Hi, beautiful people. So, you want to have better relationships. You want to really be able to create a life that you really love. Maybe you are just at the place of like, dude, I just want to like be able to live in this world where there's so much chaos and there's so much grief and sorrow, and I want to be able to have some kind of peace and calm. I really get it. So first, what has to happen is we have to become aware, because really we are seeing through lenses. Very often they're invisible. As we become aware, we realize the lenses that we're seeing through. Now, I have been taught and come to experience and know these lenses really as parts of us, because internal family systems has been a big part of my own journey of awakening. And friends, that's what awakening is becoming more aware of who you are on the inside, of why you do what you do, of the parts that make up your personality, that guide you into your interests and into your relational responses, into those feelings that can be so baffling. Now, we have lenses that are completely impacted, shaped, put on us by culture, by family, by religion, by schooling, by programming, by being a human being. There are many, many layers in addition to those experiences we have in our lives that lead us to certain conclusions about who we must be, right? That my art teacher laughed at something I made, and so that young tender part of me, right, and that vulnerability concluded, I'm no good at art, so I should just not bother. The stories go on and on and on. As we bring awareness to those thoughts and those emotions, to our bodies, if there's a fast heartbeat or a constriction in our chest, if there's a tightness in our jaw or a pressure in our heads, or when there's expansion in our hearts, when our faces and our eyes light up, that is all information, if you will. That is all a part of becoming aware of who we are and how we are experiencing this world. And friends, if we do not have cognizance, a realization of our realities internally and then how they play out of us, we will not be able to have the peace that we want in our lives, not within us and not in our relationships and in the world around us. We will not be able to have the fulfilling, meaningful relationships that we long for. We won't have the jobs that we really desire to be in. And so our lives will lack meaning. They will lack the things that our hearts want, right? Belonging, connection, fun, even purpose. There are many, many things, right, that our hearts desire, but we live unaware. We live in a state of slumber, not awakened to our true nature. So, awakening really is simply, I was blind, but now I see. Okay, so we begin to be able to see ourselves. And one of the biggest moments of awakening is when we come to the realization that we are not our thoughts, that we are not our emotions. Even, I'm so anxious today. The recognition of who just expressed that inside of you, because that I am anxious is a state of being. It's an experience. It is an aspect of your human experience. It is not the truth of who you really are. So even just in that realization, there's profound awakening that happens that will literally shift our lives. It will shift how we relate to others. It will shift the decisions that we make and how we relate to ourselves. That's just the beginning. But that beginning, that one awareness, is really foundational to our remembering, to our greater levels of spiritual awakening, of relational and emotional awakening, that will then lead us into the lives that our hearts truly desire to create and to live. So stay tuned for more. And I will, this is kind of part one probably of a little series. So let me know if you have questions or you're curious to hear more about something specific, because I intend to talk more about relational awakening and relationships as mirrors, and spiritual awakening and those processes. So I hope this is helpful for you in your own journey of becoming aware, becoming awakened, of living with intention, of living consciously. Okay, friends, until next time.